Hey folks, Jim Zaspel here. Question for you. What are your goals and plans for the new year? I don't know what it is about the new year, but isn't that the time we all start to get serious about thinking about our life, at least for a period of a week or two, right? So have you ever been frustrated before by your lack of success when it comes to, or consistency in setting goals? Maybe sometimes you set goals and you don't really hit them, and you're not sure why. Well, I got news for you. There's a reason why some people seem to get more done than the rest of us. There's a reason why some people seem to just rebound from failure super quickly, only to be met with complete success. And I can tell you that one of the significant reasons for that is that people who rebound from failures quickly, people who are successful, people who crush their goals, accomplish more than 95% of the population are people who are relentlessly focused on their goals. I always like to say the goals are like a rudder on a sailboat, right? About a little over a year ago, my wife and I went to the Grand Cayman Islands. We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton for just a quick little 4 or 5 day getaway. And on the beach there, they had one of these little 2-person catamaran boats. I'd never sailed in my life before, and so this guy gave me some basic instruction on it. And in the back, you got this little rudder. And he said, this is what steers you. I thought, man, what a perfect analogy for the role that goals play in the growing and creating of your business. Isn't that true? Without a rudder on a sailboat, you're just going to blow around aimlessly, and maybe you can wind up in Cuba from the Grand Cayman Islands, and then eventually you're going to fall over, right? And so I also heard this expression one time. I thought it was so true and so perfect. Either set goals for yourself, plan your own life, or wind up working for somebody who does set goals. Set your own goals or work for somebody who does. Isn't that so true? So on tomorrow, I've got more to go over in this video, but tomorrow evening here in Philly at the Man Young Brewery, I'm going to be doing a live goal-setting workshop. I'm probably going to take 1 or 2 folks from the audience and help you kind of plan out your new year. Okay, it is going to be an awesome event where we're going to really break down tangibly what's it take, not just like how much money you want to make, how many deals you want to do, but how to break it down into tangible action items that you can do on a consistent basis to ensure those goals happen. I've literally transformed businesses and people's careers with this training before, so you are in for a huge treat. The info is in the link below this video. But anyway, I remember one of the lowest points of my life, and I'll share more about this at tomorrow's meeting, but, I went to Starbucks, I was at the coffee shop, and set some goals for a little while, and I had this thought come over my mind. I was like, why should I bother setting goals? I just need to get out of debt. I just need to do X, Y, and Z. I just want to do one deal. I thought, man, what's the point in setting these goals? And maybe you've felt the same way before, where you feel like you failed in the past goals that you've set for yourself. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you haven't reached those yet. You don't feel worthy to set these aggressive goals. Maybe you're up against a current challenge in your life right now, and you just don't feel worthy to be setting aggressive goals that could wind up, creating an abundant life for you and your family. Well, I got news for you. And this is so important. Doesn't matter what the heck you're going through. It doesn't matter what the heck your current circumstances are. The practice of setting real and specific and achievable goals, that practice of doing it, sometimes, this is critical, sometimes that simple practice is what in fact pulls us out of those slumps and ensures that we get through it. So, what is it that almost all entrepreneurs have in common? One thing we have in common is that we are almost all focused on the future. And, a lot of folks, unfortunately, get lost in this delusional land of, I want to make $1 million, I want to be a millionaire, all this kind of crazy, unspecific goals crap, right? But what I'm going to share with you tomorrow is how to be more specific, and really don't just take the goals that everybody else wants to, the things that everybody else wants to do. Make sure that your goals are meaningful to you and for what you want to accomplish in your life. So I'm going to walk you through all of that kind of stuff. And my wife and I have been blessed with a ton of success in our business. And not the not the smallest reason for that is because the role that setting goals and making corresponding action plans has played in our life. So if you want to crush it in 2018, I mean absolutely crush it, make it your best year ever, then I recommend you get yourself to tomorrow's meeting here in Philly. The link is in the description below this video. And I'll tell you something personal, and that is 2017 was by far the most challenging year out of the last 4 or 5 that I've had, right, in business. There were a lot of setbacks, and so I get to the point where I call it the Sandcastle effect, right? You build something, then it gets washed away. You build something, washed away. And I can also tell you this, and this is cool, and that is that 2017 was also a record year for us. Made the most money ever, did the most number of deals ever, and so again, I think it's because we always had our eye on the finish line, our eye on the target, is why we're able to rebound so quickly and consistently from setbacks. You might say to yourself, well, Jim, why are you having all these setbacks? Because it's life, right? Because there are people involved, and setbacks are a way of life. And with every single setback, we learn from it and try to avoid the same setback in the future. But I will tell you, having our eye on that finish line, having our eye on the goals that we're chasing is what helps keep us consistent. And sure, a setback might knock you down for a half a day or 10 minutes, whatever it is. But man, you get right back in your goals, because the reality is no one person, no one setback, no bad deal, no nothing is worth sacrificing your goals and your vision for your life over. So I really love, of all the trainings and presentations I do, this one I'm doing tomorrow in Philly at Manayunk Brewery is by far my favorite I do, because it is so transformational, honestly, transformational for those who implement it. I remember I did this training 2 January meetings in a row, so I think it was in 2013 and 2014. I've learned a lot and tweaked a lot since then, but I think it was those 2 years, maybe 2014, 2015. And I was able to, at the first meeting, I took the 1 or 2 people from the audience and kind of help them set their own goals and then identify action plans to help them accomplish those goals. And then they came back the next year, and it was crazy how many of their goals they had hit, how their businesses have completely transformed. They were making more and working less as a result of the goals they'd set at that meeting. So I'm going to do the same thing for 1 or 2 folks at tomorrow's meeting at Manayunk Brewery. I am super excited for it. There's nothing for sale at that meeting. There is free food for everybody. Hors d'oeuvres, Manayunk Brewery. You get 1 free drink ticket, just 1 drink ticket. There's a cash bar if you want to drink more, but that's on you. But anyway, it is going to be an awesome. There's going to be about 90 people there. So if you want to really learn how to crush it in 2018, do more deals, make more money in real estate, work less, make sure that your business is supporting your vision for your life instead of your life taking whatever pieces of are left over after you run your business. You want to make sure your priorities are straight and how to accomplish your goals in 2018. And then get yourself to the Manayunk Brewery tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. It is going to be a fun time. It is going to be an informational time. And I'll tell you one thing, if you're like I am, you're the kind of person who just likes the meat and potatoes of the trainings, right? You don't like to have all the rah-rah stuff. Well, I got news for you. I'm the same way. But it took me a couple of years in business. Once I finally wrapped my head around this, what I discovered is that the practice of setting goals really is what goals and corresponding plans and action items, right, is really what has ensured that we've had a lot of our successes. So if you want to have a successful 2018 in business, then get yourself to the tomorrow's meeting. Again, the information for that is in the description of the video below. All right, I'll see you tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock at the Manayunk Brewery.